Welcome back, everybody, to Rilla's World Podcast. This is episode 5 of the podcast where we talk about all things gaming, life as content creator, culture, growth, you name it. We talk about it here. And this is a pretty special episode. I do have a special guest here, and I do mean special guest.
Oh, wow. I was literally about to say, man, this is the nicest you've been to me.
Hey, I gotta treat the first guest on the podcast right. No, but in this episode, I got my homie Jay. If you guys don't know who this is, I think he goes by Big Dog Sinatra as your PSN. You've probably seen him in the chat a couple times. This is my IRL homie. I've known him for probably the longest, one of my longest standing friends. So this is going to be interesting because we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, some good topics, some heavy topics, stuff like that. Again, if you guys don't know him, he plays 2K, plays a lot of games. He's a gamer. We grew up playing games, grew up playing basketball, went to school together, worked together. So he knows probably a lot more about me than he should, to be honest. So we got a good episode coming for you guys. You got anything you want to say before we dive into it?
Friends is a stretch. He kind of just hung around. He just wouldn't leave. That's how that worked.
So associates basically.
And I heard, pretty much associates, man. I don't even almost called you your real name.
See, that's crazy already. All right, let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, let's do this.
First topic, because this is something that weighing heavy on my heart, because people don't believe me, and I have to defend myself all the time. I understand, given my current situation, why people would be in disbelief, but I feel like you are the perfect person to. Anyway, you are the perfect person to set the truth free. All right.
All right, go ahead.
Was I good at basketball or not? Tell the honest truth.
Honest truth?
Honest truth.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with basketball is actually how we met, and it did not start on a good note. I hated him. I hated him with a passion, and it wasn't because of his skill. It's because he was an a-hole. So
you can cuss. You can cuss if you want to.
Oh, he's a dickhead.
Okay.
So how I met this guy, I just moved to Georgia in 2014, my sophomore year. And I have a background in basketball. When I was a freshman, I played varsity, I played travel, blah, blah, blah. But when I moved to Georgia, I kind of blew up, as y'all can see now, with the neck fat. So moved to Georgia, and me and him at the same gym. So him and his homies is balling. And one thing I noticed is that Mike, anything outside the three, he cannot make.
Whoa.
But inside the three, deadly. I give him that.
Okay.
Had a Euro step, had the post moves. He had this one Euro drive that used to kill everyone, but it would annoy the hell out of me. Because I'm like, bro, it's the same shit every time. But to answer the question, yes, he was pretty decent. The only reason he didn't play varsity is because there was a lot of politics in there. Would you agree?
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
I say it all the time.
A whole lot of politics. Yeah.
There was a lot of politics. And then also, I think when you got there was the year I came back.
Because
I had left.
I remember you was telling me that.
Exactly. I left the school, went to another school, and then I came back to the school. So even more politics, even just that thing alone. I didn't really get along with coaches, and the one player that the coach liked, that everybody knew. So no, I did not play for the school. I really did not want to ever. I did not want to pursue it because it was a lot going on. And then even the school I went to, for the 1 year, they were trash. Like, they were so trash. I wasn't even about to waste my time. And I was also banned too.
I feel like would have done way better if they just didn't play favorites.
Yeah.
I get it. If you're naturally, because you're 5'10"?
Yes.
Yeah, 5'10". So most likely they would have put him at point guard, but they had 3 to 4 different point guards that they just loved. So it didn't matter how good you were. If you want those 4 guys, it did not matter. It did not matter whatsoever.
Exactly. And then even the guys that we had that come in, like you remember the one guy, Q, came in, didn't play, and he was nasty,
bro, nasty.
Yeah. So yeah, our school had a lot of weird stuff. Which, if you guys have been rocking with me, I've told that story many a times. So again, proof. I don't be making stuff up. I don't be lying. These be facts. And trust me,
Mind you, I said he was decent. I mean, he's decent. Like he won't the next up and coming. This man talking like he was LeBron.
No. I knew. I was not trying to be LeBron.
He was above average.
I knew my reality. I was beating anybody who did not play basketball on a regular basis easily. But I'm not trying to act like I was about to go D1 college. No, like nah. I wasn't even practicing that hard to even do stuff like that. I don't even like the conditioning like that. I went to like 2 conditioning days.
But to finish that story though, so I come in the gym and these dudes is balling. They shooting around, they doing their thing. And I forgot what was that guy. I forgot the guy's name. I know your homeboy, the one that can dunk. The dark skinned dude. I forgot his name. Yeah, it was me. And then there was another guy. He ran track, but he was just naturally athletic. Do you remember his name? Or do you recall?
Could have been or could have been. There's another guy. It wasn't. There's another guy. It wasn't. I know you wouldn't have been Melvin, wouldn't say. There was another guy. I cannot remember his name right now, but I think that's who you're talking about because he used to smoke before every track race, and that was like the thing.
Yeah, that's probably probably him. So, not to toot my own horn, but, my skill set was always I could handle the ball. Pause. So coming from Virginia, I was an amazing ball handler and passer. I was decent at shooting, but I really, let's say if this was 2K, I'll have like a 94 dribble, 82 driving, but my shooting would be at 75. Mike says 70, but I think it's a 75.
I will give him.
I think it's at least a 75. You gotta give me that.
He's 70, but then he goes to like a 78 when his badge gets activated. No badge, he's like 68.
No badge, yeah.
Like he'll
and I could pass.
Yeah, he could pass. He could dribble. Like I've seen this man take plenty of ankles. I've seen this man make passes even to me where I'm like, oh, I got the ball. But until he catches overall, fire.
Like I said, we not the greatest, but we were above average. But growing up, I never ever got clown playing basketball. Like actually, like clown. Like look at this guy, he's in the gym. So I remember I walked in, and granted, I did blow up, but I'm still, one thing about basketball is a muscle memory. So I still was dribbling and everything. I was just big. So I walk in the gym, and that dude that was next to that skinny dude, he just points at me like, "Yo, what's this dude doing on the court?" And then Mike making his jokes. In my brain, I'm like, "Yo, fuck these dudes." I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to fight I didn't want to fight you. I wanted to fight the dude that was next to me. Let's just call him T. I wanted to fight T.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, no, I've never been disrespected on the court ever like that. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, it's my first day. Nah, you got it. I got you. So I'm gonna show them because obviously they don't know. So we start playing, we play full court. I'm on the opposite team, Mike and them on the other team. And to Mike's credit, he was not guarding me. Mike was not guarding me. He was just a bystander. And to Mike's credit, he was making jokes, but knowing him and his crew, it couldn't have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
It could have been a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
Because Mike was part of the roast crew. That table, you walk in at lunch and you try to walk around because you don't want to walk by him. He was part of that table. You can't see what I can see, but he's right here in this little corner here. This guy.
We basically had a caution tape around our table. If you sat down too close or you hovered in our vicinity, we got you.
Yeah, they used to kill people. But anyway, so yeah, I get the ball. So immediately I'm I'm like, yo, give me the ball. Boom. They laughing. Left to right cross. Got one dude. Got the next dude. Came up. Reverse layup. Then everything changed. And then everything changed. Everybody's wide. Eyes wide. Like, what the heck? This dude can do that? But yeah, that's how I met Mike, and that's how I learned about how he played. My first introduction to how he played. And as time progressed, even like after high school, one thing me and him did was we played a lot of basketball outside of school, and he was dedicated to mastering the three, which he did do before he graduated, but after graduation it was deadly. Steph Curry, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I had to. Like, first of all, I got tired of people disrespecting me. I never forget. This is the one reason why I started doing it. I ain't even gonna give him credit because I ain't gonna say his name because I want to have no credit. But literally, he used to
say his name.
Nah, I don't want to say his name, bro. I don't give him no credit, bro. Fuck this nigga.
Melvin.
But it's not Melvin. It's somebody else.
Gotcha.
But how he used to guard me was literally if I was like, I'm talking about a foot, like a pinky toe behind the 3-point line, he'd back up. Soon as I stepped over,
I remember that.
Yes, as soon as I stepped over the 3-point line, he'd come up every single time, and he used to get in my head. Because then I would back up to try to prove it, but I'm bricking because I couldn't shoot. That, like, after like a week of that, once he figured that out, that's when I started like actually practicing. I was like, bro, no, there's no way people can do that for me. And like, I already, again, I grew up, the way I got into basketball was I watched D Wade like from college through till when he retired. So literally I mimicked everything he did, and he was inside the arc. He was mid-range. Everything back then was mid-range. Mm-hmm. So that's all I practiced. And if you remember literally all that. If you remember the church we used to hoop at, it's a box. It's the mid-range. That full box is just the mid-range. It's not like there's not really a 3-point line. Like we used to make a 3-point line. There's really not a 3-point line there. So and that's where I grew up playing, was at that church. So that's why like basically all my stuff was mid-range, bro. I ain't had no 3-point line. I was broke. Couldn't afford no 3-point line. But yeah, once I started, I had to develop.
Yeah, like I said, Mike, one thing, it ain't just 2K basketball IQ. He has real life basketball IQ too. Mm-hmm. Gotta give him that.
I be trying to tell people, bro. Especially I remember I done a couple streams. When I got back into the gym this last recent time. And I would stream my warm-up. So I'd usually warm up on the basketball court. And niggas, y'all was laughing, bro. Y'all was laughing because I looked like I couldn't move. But I'm trying to tell y'all, back in the day, bro, don't let me get in shape. Don't let me get in shape.
We've been talking about that for like almost 5 to 6 years now.
But I ain't been in Georgia. That's
fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
When I get back in Georgia, things
changing. I can tell you last time I drove with a basketball.
When I get back in Georgia, things will change.
Yeah, this man want us to pull out the cape back, unretire.
Chat, wouldn't y'all like to see that? Wouldn't y'all like to see that? I'm saying that'd be a dope series. Yeah, I
mean, it would. Yeah, day one, getting back to it. And then we join the league and do, actually not a bad idea.
I think we could do it.
Yeah,
bro, at the end of the day, we're not that old. We're older than most, but we're not that old.
Bro, I was born with the Benjamin Button disease.
Mentally, old, yes. Physically,
I was born old, dog.
Okay, physically, yeah, we are kind
of. My knees hurt just thinking.
Age-wise, we're not that old, but our bodies, yes, they are breaking down. But yeah, that's how we met through basketball. Yep. Obviously, I think we had. Now that I think about it, I think we only had 2 actual classes in high school together, if I'm not mistaken. We had that one C-push class.
The first year, because the first year we had gym and we had that C push?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know because I was asleep during the entire
whole time, bro.
Yo, the entire class, I was asleep. Like some people say that, but I was literally that. I came in and went to sleep. And Mike was cool with these, I think it was 3 girls in that little corner of the room. And the teacher sat me there, and they used to annoy the hell out of me. Not Mike, but the 3 girls, because they would try to wake me up and talk to me and get Mike to talk to me. But Mike is like, yo, who's this? Nah.
Nigga sleep. Nigga sleep, bro. Bro, the funny thing is, hold on. I have pictures, and they pop up every single year. 'Cause you know how your phone will be like, on this day, blah, blah, blah. I have 4 pictures that pop up throughout the year of like someone took it in that class. You're sleeping all 4 of them. All 4 of the pictures are in the background sleep. Literally knocked out in the same, just like this.
Same position.
All 4 pictures. But yeah, so what other class? We had that one, and then science. Oh, you're counting gym as a class.
Yeah, gym too. Yeah, I'm counting gym.
Okay.
But then we had our science class, which is where we actually became cool. Yeah. I think our junior, senior year.
Yeah.
That's when we became cool. So
yeah, that's when
Yep.
Oh, do you remember my version? Do you know my version of how we met?
You talking about the PlayStation?
Yes. Now let me tell y'all my version.
Yeah, go ahead.
So all the basketball shit, yeah, cool, rah. Once I found out he played games, right? I think it's still the PlayStation 3 era. So one day we had a conversation about playing games, cool. I was like, hey, I'm gonna add you when we get home. I'm pretty sure it wasn't even 2K. I'm pretty sure it was Call of Duty. I don't think it was 2K.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, it was Call of Duty because I was playing 2K but offline. I wasn't playing it online yet. So I was like, hey, we're gonna play Call of Duty because he said he was really good at Call of Duty, blah. And I was a beat. That was Black Ops 2, if I'm not mistaken, at that point. But
make sure you point out this was back our sophomore year when you told me about this. This is very important.
So
our science class was junior.
I told him I'm gonna add him, right? Gave me his PSN, I wrote it down. This is back before you could just go on the app and do it. You had to go home, write it down, blah. Roll it down, typed it in. I'm thinking, cool, we finna game all day. Bro, it was like a month,
he was
bro.
Like, man, a new friend.
Bro, it was like a month. It was like a month before he added me back. And it wasn't even that he added me back. I had to confront him at school.
A month? A month? Bro, it was a year. I told you, we didn't become cool till juniors, because remember, we had like a cordial relationship, just talking, shooting the shit, our sophomore year. Junior year,
it was a year.
And, you sat in front of me, and then he was like, yo, we were the only one that could kind of talk to each other, because I think it was two weird dudes that sat behind us, one and some other dude, and then you had front of you.
Yeah.
So I guess he was like, man, shit, I guess I'll talk to this motherfucker. So yeah, we would chat it up. And then he was like, yeah, And I'm like, yo, you should add me on PlayStation. He like, nigga, I added you. I added you a year ago. And then I think that's where it clicked, like, okay, this dude is crazy.
You see, like, that, y'all be thinking I'm the bully, but like, that's, I almost never emotionally recovered from that.
Yo, it went downhill from there.
But it
went downhill from there.
That was once. I think it's better that I added you then, because that was when the PS4 either came out or was coming out, and then that's when we got 2K24 or 2K14. GTA 5 Online had just come out as well, so we were playing both of those like super heavy. I don't even think we ended up playing Call of Duty that often.
No, not at all. It was strictly 2K.
We never even really played Call of Duty. It was 2K.
Call of Duty was
GTA.
back then, and then by then it was just 2K GTA.
Yeah, 2K and GTA, which now it's 2K and Marvel Rivals. Is all I play right now. So it pretty much ain't this. Not much has changed. So cool.
Man, I'm just working.
Hey, we gotta make money, don't we?
Yep.
We'll get to the adult life in a little bit. Let's continue talking about
going to strolling down memory lane.
So we went through high school, became good friends. Is there any other like high school stories you can think of that you want to reveal?
I'm from Virginia, and I will say moving to and going to it was an experience. I'll tell you that much, because like I seen a lot in that school that I was not expecting. Like there were this is a preppy, this is like a preppy area in my opinion. And I remember just sitting in the lunchroom. I don't know nobody. I'm sitting in the lunchroom, and this Mexican dude comes out, sits next to me, puts a line of Coke on the table, and just snorts it. And then I'm looking side to side like, yo, like this is. And then his buddies are like, no. And then of course, like 5 minutes later, the cameras called him, so they came, scooped him up, and took him away. But I'm like, yo, where did we move to? So this is
what's crazy about our school. So keep in mind, we weren't the ghetto school. We were the quote unquote richer school. But the issue, what it was So when our school was built, it was the overflow. So it was built as the overflow school. So we took chunks of all the other 4 schools and put them into one. So we got some of the ghetto kids, some of the rich kids, some of the preppy kids, and then some of the Negro kids, and put them all together versus them being like in their own separate areas. So that's why you would go through one hallway and they snorting crack, and the next hallway they trading $100 bills for no reason. Our school was mixed of everybody, and that's why like you had to like kind of adapt in that school, like you had to.
Yo, I had, bro, my second day, I got offered head. I don't think I ever told you this. Yeah, but second day, I got offered head, and in the lunchroom, because chick gave her a number. I forgot what the hell. I'll send you a picture of her like later. But yeah, she gave her a number, and she like, yeah, I want to get to know you, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So she texted me. It was just like, I'm a freak, right? And I'm like, that mind you, this is the first message. This is the first interaction I had with these people. I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, go ahead and show me. And she's like, oh, and she stood up and was like, you sure? And she pointed to the yo. It was a wild place. It was a wild place.
It was like legitimately the wild, wild west. Like you could find anything you wanted to get into, which honestly, I mean, that's a testament to us because we were clean. Like we stayed out of trouble. Like,
oh yeah.
Even with how deep I was in with the people I hung out with, like I never got in trouble. Like I was pretty.
And one thing I credit to Mike and his little squad, because I always connected with the ball player dudes and the athletes, and when I was going through a lot around that time, especially moving from a small town, because I'm from Charlottesville, and that's a small little city, and it's considered country. People in Charlottesville think they're the city, but it's really country. And I remember moving to Georgia and I'm like, yo, this is insane. Mm-hmm. And like mentally I just could not handle it all. And it's a credit to Mike and his crew though, because I slowly got out of my shell. And it wasn't even until senior year where I really was like, I was actually connecting with everyone. And then we graduated, so.
I don't think you would have had a choice. We would have roasted you out of it. There's no way.
That's true. Yeah,
there's no way. I don't think, and if you think about it too, like everyone who was in our like circle was they were pretty like outgoing to a degree. Like it didn't really matter how quiet they were. Like at some point they became like an outgoing person, like basically everybody.
Like even goofy as he was, and as much as y'all,
he was confident as hell hanging around us.
He was confident
to his own detriment sometimes.
He could walk it. He was Lizzo before Lizzo. Like his confidence was insane. Here's the thing with Mike. Mike only goes there and really roasts you when you initiate. But the dudes Mike was with, bruh, they were ruthless. Now go ahead and tell the story.
That's why I always try to tell people, like, it's rare that I'm very rarely the initiator. Like I just respond. I'm always gonna respond worse than what was given to me, and probably for longer because I'm petty and I'm a little crazy, so I'll keep it going. But I rarely ever start anything. Warn,
like being friends with Mike is interesting. I'll tell you that much. Like he don't know the stuff behind the scenes that I had to deal with this dude. Because I'm like, yo, one thing about Mike is it's not like he'll use his hands if he has to, but he's smarter. So he does. Getting problems with Mike is not worth it because of the lengths he'll go to. He's like 50 Cent in a way. You know how 50 Cent got a Netflix documentary about Puffy? Bro, he is to that pettiness. Yes, that's why I tell people, bro, leave him alone. And there's some dudes I'm like, yo, Mike, they hated you. You like, what? They were calling me. What do you mean? I'm like, no, dog, they hated you. One, like I said, Mike's a good dude. It's just, some people tolerance level to like, I don't even want to say that because Mike I keep saying your name. God dang it.
I've already given up at this point. I ain't gonna lie. It is what it is. Just let it rock. Just let it rock.
Realla is because of course I'm not, this is just me telling, because y'all don't know nothing about him. I know them longer than pretty much all of y'all. So Realla is he's a good dude at heart, smart, loyal, but it's just one of those people, like, you cross him or you get on the bad side, bro. Oh my goodness. It ain't worth it, bro. It's not worth it. And like I said, it's not even the physicality. It's just
there's people that if they were to pop up now, I would still try to torment them just because, like,
yeah,
you did some weird fuck shit. But it's only because you did some weird fuck shit. Other than that, it is what it is. And again, I wouldn't like seek them out. But if you came to me,
yeah,
it is.
Mm-hmm.
But
what's the next topic?
All right, so going through high school, we talk a little bit about high school. Then we graduate, talk a little bit about graduation. Some of y'all don't, well, none of y'all would know this, but Jamar actually got me my first job.
Sure did.
First real job. I had like little things I would do like around the house and around the neighborhood and stuff, but like my first like W-2 like orientation ready to go job was at Kroger. And that shit was ass.
I'm sorry about that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever really gave me a full apology, but that shit was
But here's
ass.
the thing. I feel like Kroger's a good spot to start off as your first job, is because like there's some things I deal with now that I never dealt with Kroger. The disrespect, the crazy people. Like, oh my goodness.
I don't know if I would agree that it's a good place to start. I feel like there's other places, but like
to get you to introduction into the real world, how people really act in life.
No, if I ever saw
my first
like,
interaction with a customer, I got cussed out. This is like, I was watching the orientation videos, like, hey, when someone comes and asks you a question and you don't know it, you direct them to someone who does. I remember I walked up to this old man, first interaction ever. Hey, how you doing, sir? You need some help? Yeah, I need to find the Steakums. Oh no, sir, I'm new here, so I don't know where the Steakums is, but I can I can direct you to someone that does. Just going like banging on the freezer, screaming, shaking his cart, and I'm just like, yo, let me call Mike and get him a job here so he can see this.
Then I came in the next damn week. It was funny about the damn Steakum story. That like he actually had PTSD from that. Like if you brought up Steakum for a while,
PTSD.
he like,
bro, it was demoralizing, especially your first job.
Cause you would have been 17, right? And I'm a year older than you, so I would have been 18 at that time. So yeah,
I'm trying to do it. You trying to do a good job. You trying to be Mr. Superhero, and yeah, bro.
Yeah, no, Kroger was interesting. I only worked there for like, what, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month.
A month.
Yeah, a good month. The main reason why I didn't work there long was the person who I got hired, like who hired me, was this older black lady who was super nice. I don't know if you remember this, but she was super, super nice, and she was gonna have me. I know I ended up being Fruit Ninja, but I don't think I was supposed to be like the fruit cutter. Like I cut up if you like you want the pineapples.
Hired you and told you all you're gonna do is cut fruit. That's how they got you.
But no, that's not. No. I truly believe if what happened to her didn't happen to her, I would have been doing that because she was super nice. So she hired me. The day that my first day, you probably don't remember this. She got hurt. She got injured and was on medical leave. She like tore her Achilles or something crazy. And then there was that mean old big lady that was then in charge of me that like didn't like me for no reason immediately. And she was the one.
Nobody.
Exactly. So she was the one that like had me doing all the extra stuff, not really doing what I was hired to do. And she did not give a damn about that. But I think the lady who hired me, I to this day, I feel like if she would have been there, I would have been fine. But
gotcha.
I mean, obviously it worked out in the best, but it is what it is. But
our supervisor was a crackhead.
So was mine. Mine was too.
No, okay.
Did yours offer you crack?
No, not offer me crack.
Mine did multiple times.
Yeah.
Multiple times. Never went on.
Yeah.
Anytime he was like, "I'm gonna go on break," I knew what that meant.
Yo, remember the Hispanic dude that he didn't speak a lick of English, and he would talk to you, but he would, like, even if you didn't know English, he would just talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, my friend.
It's about the older one.
Yeah, he'll just go on a conversation on, and you just nod your head, yeah, yeah. And I remember Mike told me one day that he walked up to him and was just talking, and Mike is just nodding his head, yeah. He's like, okay, so you buy car? And Mike was like, wait, what?
Oh yeah,
You remember?
Yeah,
He was selling you his car in Spanish.
Because I think at that time, because that's when I was trying to. Yeah, I was trying to buy a car because I was still driving my mom's station wagon at the time, and that was before I had that '93 Camry. So I was looking to buy cars. So I might have mentioned it at some point, and I guess he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna sell this guy a car." But bro, like, I don't know, car. I didn't know what that meant at that time. Bro, so you buy? I'm like,
yo,
no, what?
Yo, Mike was nodding his head, yeah. He said, okay, so you buy? Like, oh no, buy.
Now Kroger was a wild place. I
know. At some point, I want us to do like write down actual instances and actually make skits out of what happened at Kroger, because that
I'd be trying to
that
tell
place
people
was a trip.
The amount of stuff that has happened in my life, like, like I would have material. I have material for years. If I would just like, how Kevin Hart did the thing where he was like, he started like making fun of his own life, bro. I'd never ran out of material, bro. Never ran out of material, especially like even just stuff that we done together. Like we'd have infinite material. But then,
one thing,
go ahead.
The most important thing about Kroger is this man. What he doesn't tell you, he's never told anyone this, and I'm saying it here on the podcast. I told this man to stream. It was me. I created Realla. I did it. It was me.
No,
bro, I'm Don King. He's Mike Tyson. I think that's who it was, bro. I'm Don King. He's Mike Tyson, bro. I found him.
I created
Realla.
I'm gonna tell y'all what really happened.
Let me tell you my version.
Okay. Tell your version.
Let me tell my version.
Tell your version.
So, Mike had the day off, right? I'm in the dairy section, hating life, messing up the milk. Mike calls me. Realla. Let me rephrase.
It's already cooked.
Realla calls me. He's like, yo, I'm playing 2K right now, and I got this old dusty camera. Should I stream? Now, mind you, this is the days before Kai, before these major streamers, any of this. This is like the early days. What do you think? 2K16?
It was 2K15. It was
2K15.
It was the very tail end of 14 going into 15.
Yep. So I told him, I was like, he was like, man, should I stream? I'm like, what? I was like, yeah, why not? See what happens. Because at this time, literally, you would just click record. You have your little dusty camera, and it'll show you in like 420p. And you would just talk to the camera. So about 6 hours go by. It's night. I'm wrapping up, and I get a phone call. And Rella's like, yo, look at PlayStation app. Go on the PlayStation app. I click him. This dude got 2,000 people watching him play 2K15. This is before no crazy parts. This is before like all the major stuff you see now in 2K. He's just talking. He ain't got no W in the chats. He got none of that. It's just him and the camera. And he has 2,000 people. Had I known, I would have screenshotted this so there's proof, ain't just us saying this. But it was it blew my mind. And he was at that time, he was Mr. Bro Man. He's like, yeah, bro. Like, he would never talk like that, but I guess that's his first streamer voice, as you would say. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, he was doing this thing though. Like, it was amazing to see. So from there, I feel like me saying yeah, I feel like he was gonna do it anyway. But I
Thank you.
Stream. But so I'm taking credit. I'm Don King. If you ever blow up, don't forget about me, man. I'm Don King.
Oh my God, I can't wait to forget about you. Let me tell my part of it. So what happened was, this is something I'll never forget. I remember I had moved my PlayStation to the living room, which at the time, I think it was my mom's room. My mom had moved into the living room. Long story. I don't know why she's in there, but she moved to the living room. And I seen this purple app pop up on the PlayStation. And I was like, what is this? Click it, download it. And it was Twitch. It ended up being Twitch. And I was just scrolling through, seeing that people were playing 2K. Keep in mind, again, we played a lot of 2K. And then there was this person, and if y'all locked to the podcast, I think I might have told this story already, but it was Bree 601, Bree 3i 601. Shout out to you if you end up listening to this. But she was streaming PT. If you guys remember PT, when that came out, it was around that time. And I had never really, like, I used to watch YouTube, but not like gaming videos. I used to watch like basketball stuff, other stuff. But I watched that stream the entire time she was like, I was in the chat, everything. And I was like, after she ended, I wanted to keep watching people. I was like, yo, like I had never really experienced that. And I was like, yo, what is this? And so after that, I kind of like did a little bit more research, figured out what it was and like how people were doing it. You can do it straight from the PlayStation, didn't need a PC. And then after I did all that stuff and decided I was going to do it, just for the confidence boost I needed, I asked this nigga.
The whole time he was thinking like, yo, what would Jamar do?
No, I didn't.
What would Jay do? What would Jay do? You know what, man? I feel like this is gonna be life changing. If I'm gonna make life changing decisions, I need Jay's input. So that's when he called me. It's like, yo, bro, I don't know what to do. I'm down bad. I'm looking at Bree's stream and she killing it. I think I could do this, man. I don't think I could do it. I'm like, yo, you got talent, son. Like you got talent. You got talent, man. You can do it. I believe in you. He's like, really, man? You believe in me? I'm like, yeah, man, I believe in you. I feel like in the future, you will be if to be honest, he asked me for some advice on a name. I'm like, keep it real, G, you gotta keep it real. He's like, wait a minute, G, real? Okay, I'm gonna keep that in the bank. Years later, guess what we got?
See, the crazy part about that was some of you may not know that my original name was Superman. That almost got me fucking sued, nigga. So no.
Oh yeah.
No, that's not.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yo, this dude got contacted by DC Comics.
So no, nigga, you did not help me come up with no damn name.
Oh my goodness. Bro, I gave you that name, man. I was like, to keep it real with you, G. He's like, wait a minute, say that again. But real with you, G. If I flip that, boom.
And you know what's actually very insane about that is he has yet to say my name once correctly. So that's how y'all know this nigga's lying. Because he struggles to remember it to this day. And I've gone by G-Roll for...
I even messed up the joke.
Exactly.
But no, all seriousness though, yeah, he just, he just needed, a friend like, yo, should I do it? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. But to be honest, he probably would have done it anyway. I would have done it. Now, what I have given you credit for and what I've said, but I have said this publicly before, I would not have done it as soon as I did. I would have procrastinated, and then finally one day I'd have been like bored and done it. But doing it that day, I probably wouldn't have done it if I didn't ask you that day. So I will give you credit for that. One thing about Realla is he's a fast thinker. Bro, it takes me to compute. It takes me forever for this brain to function. But him, in a flash. So I'm like, I thought about, I knew of streaming and I knew what it was. And I knew how he was in high school, but as far as like people he didn't know, I don't know, So I'm like, yeah, give it a shot. Talking to people he didn't know, yeah, give it a shot. And yeah, he did. 2,000, yeah. No, not a lot of people say they did 2,000 their first stream. Ever.
Literally. And that's why I always tell people, even if you think you won't like streaming, like just at least try it. Cause you really never know. You really never know like what could come from it. You might fall in love with it and you might immediately hate it. But at least try it for like a week, see what happens. Cause I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did. Cause like my whole personality became streaming like after that. We'll get into when that stopped, but it was, I was trying, like, since from that day, I was trying to figure out how to do stuff better, like immediately trying to figure more stuff about streaming, which I mean, I just fell in love with it quick. But I mean, at the end of the day, it was just me doing what I was doing normally on camera. Like I was always playing games. I always talk shit. So it was just now more people are watching me do the same thing. So it was kind of a natural thing for me. But yeah, I will say if I didn't have that push, I would not have done that same day, and I would not have seen what I saw from the very, very beginning. So you do get your credit for that, but you did not create.
Hey, man. You know, I'm the guy, you know, I'm like that guy that put the ball in Michael Jordan's hands. Like, hey, man, I think this is the gift, man. You got a gift there, man. Go ahead and try it out.
Did you just say you basically just told me you're my father, because Michael Jordan's father is the one who gave him a basketball. So that's
no. My great uncle Leroy Lewis told Michael Jordan's father that he should tell Jordan.
Okay.
That he's good at basketball.
Yeah, podcast over, episode scrapped.
I'm just saying. Yo, my family members are everywhere throughout history. You know that.
Right. Okay. All right. So cool. We started streaming. You know, I did it for, let's see, probably about a year. A year for the most part.
Oh, consistently.
Yeah, pretty consistently. Had early success. I always tell people, like, if you look at my channel, all my stuff, all that came from the very beginning, like my initial boost.
I think your PT videos did really good.
PT did really, really good. PT was
really good, bro.
Oh my god! I wish there hasn't been anything like PT since PT ever.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And one thing with your channel, I always, and I tell him all the time. I'm like, yo, if you didn't stop, because like, it's almost I won't say he had a head start, but like, he already had a fan base of at least 1,000. So no matter what he dropped, he got the numbers. So I'm just thinking, like, if he would have continued then to where now, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But it's life happens, of course. But
let's get into that. Let's get into that part. So
okay. All right.
Now, we're growing up streaming Toys R Us. So I was trying to look out for my friend, right? I got a job at Toys R Us. I quit Kroger because that place was ass. Went to go working at Toys R Us. I think it was I was seasonal for Christmas. I'm that nigga, so they loved me. Brought me on full time. So I'm working, and then I guess I don't know why you wanted to leave, but you ended up wanting to leave Kroger. So I was like, boom, I'm helping you get a job at Toys R Us. Help him get a job at Toys R Us. He was immediately, in a better place because, the stuff I do for people, it always works out well. But,
Bro, yeah. What he don't tell you is the freaking shadow he left in his wake. Yo, dude. So there's levels to Toys R Us. When you come in, you work in the back. You work in the back. You grabbing stuff. I don't know what he did, but within 3 weeks, he got promoted.
Yep.
3 weeks. That does not happen. I hate this dude. I hate him. I hate giving him credit. The only reason I'm doing this because it's his channel, so I gotta be honest. Bro, 3 weeks. He got one thing about him is he no matter what position he's in, he views it as competition. Like, it don't matter what he views it as competition. Like, I'm better than y'all. So like the manager, he walks in. Hey, how you doing, sir? You're new. What's your name? Realla. Cool. My name is Joe. In his mind, Joe, I'm taking your job.
Literally.
Like that's just how his brain functions. So the moment I come in, they're expecting me to be that. like they're telling me, they're telling me the normal and then tell me what he did. And at the time, he was not a physical, he wasn't a big guy. He was like maybe like 140, 150 at most.
I was probably like 160. I was like 165.
But he used his brain, and he would somehow convince the other guys to lift anything. Like, yo, it was insane the way he was a puppet master back there. So yeah, it was I had big shoes to fill, to put it that way. He didn't tell me that part. They thought okay, the genius got a friend, so he must be a genius.
I mean, I might hyped you up too. Like I tried to. Maybe
I did do my thing. I mean, granted, when you left, they wanted me to take your position.
I was gonna say at the end of the day, like I didn't hype you up to where it was like I lied to help you get the job. Like
yeah.
I told him like this nigga works hard.
Like I did great.
At the end of the day, what I will say is, like when it comes to like for me, I will try to think my way to the easiest way to get stuff done. I ain't gonna lie, but you are really good at just working to get it done. Like you are a hard worker. Like you will work to get it done, get it done, and you will get it done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to, which sometimes it backfires, sometimes it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I will give you credit for. That's all I told him. I was like, bro, works hard. Like he's gonna work hard. He's gonna come in, do what he got to do, and
Here's the thing, man. Here's where we differ. I don't have the brain. Like I'm just not as smart, and I don't think the way he thinks. So work smarter, not harder. I think there's I forget the quote or the scenario, but people that think like that, they actually do well in life because of that. It's not even being lazy. It's like, why am I doing it like this?
Yeah.
When this can be more efficient and I'm not breaking any rules. Like he has that approach. Yeah. Me, you tell me, you give me a blueprint of what you need done. I'm doing that blueprint. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing anything else. I am just doing that blueprint. So that's where that's where me and him differ, and why when he left, they wanted me to take his position. But one thing about Realla is, it's rare we have like serious conversations. Like we're having one now, but it's a podcast, so I want to be for real. But he was like, "Yo, to be honest, I don't think that's for you." And at the time, I'll be honest, I was like, "Damn, bro!" Like in my mind, I'm like, "Damn, for real?" Like, but he was like, "Look, like I know you. This is that does not, talking to customers, placing orders, organizing other people. That's just not your skill set." And at the time, it hurt my feelings, but we didn't beef at all. But looking back on it, he was right.
Yeah, and I feel like I try and do that for I try to be that guy for people. Period. That's why I'll tell you all the time, like, let me be the dickhead. I don't care. But like at the end of the day, it's just because I'm looking out for people. Like I try to make sure people are in the best position to succeed. So
what I will say is Toys R Us pretty much put me in the position I am now. Ironically, because a certain company that picks up packages and deliver packages came to Toys R Us, and they saw me work, and it was like, "Hey, you seem like a young fit guy. You ever thought of working for us?" I'm like, "Why not? How much you pay?" "Well, we got amazing benefits and we pay this." And yeah, man, apply, see what happens. And now I did that. I quit Toys R Us, and now I'm in the position I'm at now. So I guess technically he can take credit for that. But if your channel ever blows up, well, it has blown up, but as you progress, just know it's because of me.
Cool. Okay, so I'm glad you said that, because I haven't blown up, or anything. So I'm still broke, but you very successful. And since I can take credit, I feel like some of your checks should come my way, right? Because if I'm
get it.
When I go up, I got you. But you already, you know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm a broke man. I live a humble life. I deliver for a living. I don't have that type of money, sir. I don't have a nice channel. I'm not a project manager that.
Whoa. Okay. IRS.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Let's not talk money. We do very well. Let's just say that.
Yes,
for non-college graduates, we do very well.
And that's a big thing. Neither one of us went to college. I think technically we're both dropouts.
Yeah.
You actually went, right?
Yeah, I actually went. Yeah.
I technically did not go, but I signed up for classes.
Applied,
I signed up for classes. My what do they call it? Advisors So what I wanted to do was I was going for psychology, and I wanted to open up my own practice for athletes. At that time, mental health among athletes was
remember
not
that.
big. So I wanted to open up my own practice. Well, I was telling my advisor my plan, and she told me I was going to be in school for like 10 plus years. I never went back. Hell no.
Remember that.
Hell no,
I
I'm
remember
not
that.
doing that.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was gonna go to GSU, and then remember at one point I was also gonna go to Full Sail. It's a whole other thing. Don't go to Full Sail. It is a scam. But yeah. So technically, I was enrolled, but then I derolled before anything even started. So technically, I'm a dropout.
And and I remember going to college. I remember going to the college seminar when you first walk in, and they tell you like, they give us the salaries, the average salaries, starting from $1 million and go down to 7, 6, 5 figures, but blah blah blah. And basically, if you drop out, this is the percentage that there's this percent chance that you will make this amount of money. So they was telling you to stick with it. And I'm not saying college is bad. This is not like bashing college.
No.
It's just it just wasn't for me personally at the time. Or Mike. But the thing is, if you don't go that route, you have to work. You're working from the bottom. You're working in the gutter. And especially to get to where I'm at and he's at, looking back on, I'm like, yo, one thing I will say is like, we always worked. Always worked.
Yeah.
And we didn't just be complacent, because we will see people at Kroger that's been there for like 20, 30 years. Like, yo, Mike, back where I'm at now, I didn't even tell you, there was this chick that worked with us, and she still works at Kroger, just at where I'm living now.
Oh, wow.
And you know how long that's been.
That's crazy.
And I'm just like, yo, like, I'm not bashing anyone that works at Kroger or, bashing anyone that's, complacent in the job.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's a job for everybody. Everyone has to work.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, for us, where we knew where we wanted to get to, like, we knew what we had to do. And we could not be comfortable. Like, we couldn't stay comfortable.
Exactly.
And I feel like, I mean, if you're happy with that and that lifestyle works for you, then that's perfectly fine. But we knew what we wanted to get to, and we could not stay there to get to where we wanted to go.
Bro, no, not at all. So any job that me personally, any job that I've gotten, it's always been a temporary for the next step, And I'm blessed to be where I'm at now. And yeah, man, I was just, one thing I will say, if you take anything from this, from all the goofiness, the seriousness, like, understand, if you don't go the college route, it's possible. I'm living proof. I'm in a 4-bedroom home. I drive an Audi now. I'm married. I got a kid on the way. Like, it's possible to do it, but it's very, very tough.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Yeah. You got to know what you sign up for. And I feel like that's what we understood. Like, we knew we were taking the harder of the two routes. And some people will say the college is the harder route. Debatable, but we knew that we were going to have to work at the end of the day.
Like, it's a set thing. Like, you pass these classes, you will get this. You know what I'm saying? Like, not having it, it's a risk. Life is a risk without the degree, especially nowadays.
Yeah. And it's just not for everybody. But like you said, if you don't go that route, you got to know what you're getting into.
You got to work, man. You got to work.
And I feel like for me too, like that's what's kept me going with the whole content creation thing, especially now, because it's like, again, I haven't taken the easy route for anything. So like, I'm cool with starting over and doing things from scratch. So.
And also surround yourself with people that want to better themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never told Mike this, but I've one thing, I'm just as competitive as he is, but I'm just not as loud with it. But he might argue that, but I feel like I'm not.
No, I wouldn't. There's not many people like me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. And there's always been I've always had an internal, like, I see what he's doing in life, and there's I won't say it's a rivalry, but like it's motivation for me. It's always been motivation for me to elevate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I want like seeing him as my close, like one of my closest friends, if not the closest. I, I just want to. I won't say I want to live to that expectation, but it's trying to give an example without
It
being too corny.
I know what you're
You
saying
get what I'm trying to
because
say?
I've described that for many things, but I don't know what the word or phrase or term is for it as well. Because it's not jealousy, it's not envy, it's not like I want to be better than the person. It's like, okay, I see what that person's doing, I need to get to that level too. Then boom. And like the good thing for us is, right, since we're both the same way, you'll level up and I'm like, okay, cool, he's doing that, let me level up. Then you'll, and we kind of keep going, keep going, keep going. That's literally how our lives have gone from the beginning, literally. And
It's
I
more like, bro, what you doing down there? Get up. You like, yo, what you doing down there? Just get up here. Like,
yeah,
that's how,
yeah. And I feel like a
you
lot
know.
of people, I wish more people had that line of thinking, because unfortunately I feel like the majority of people who kind of think that way, it is the jealousy thing. Like, for example, in the streaming space, a lot more people think like, if I get it, that person can also have it, which is not true.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
there's space for everybody. You don't have to take away from anybody to get to what you want. You guys can both coexist in the same space, doing the same thing with the same success. There's
Exactly.
tons of space, but I feel like unfortunately a lot of people, whether they say it or not, it is the I want what he's got, I'm gonna take it so he can't have it, so I can have it, which is like, bro, y'all both can have it. And
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I don't
And
know
then
why
also,
people.
recognize like one thing, like Mike, the Realla went the streaming route, the content creating route. And I've had admirations of doing that. But like what works for him doesn't really work for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of those things where, you find your own niche in life and you work hard to elevate it. You know what I'm saying? Like his passion is doing what he's doing. I got my own passions. And while we have different passions, we still hold each other accountable to get to that next level. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like for him, I see DreamCon. I expect nothing less. You know what I'm saying? So,
Now I have a question for you. This is my question.
so
Being the friend of a content creator, because I've never really been like, again, I'm not even trying to say like I'm the bigger creator or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
I've never been in your shoes in a friendship like this. So being the friend of a content creator, was it ever like difficult or annoying? Like what was it like, kind of watching me go up and then down, then up and then down, like doing it, quitting, all that kind of stuff? Like what was that process like? Was there any kind of time where you're like, bro, I wish this nigga would just stop? like what was that like?
No, so I'm gonna strictly speak for me in this instance. One thing I told Mike is, for me, he's a bigger personality. He's a bigger personality than I am. So I told him, if I'm on your streams or if I'm doing this, like, bro, he could be 50 Cent, I'm Tony Ayo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind being just a friend in the corner. Like, I don't need to shine. I don't need, all of that. I told him that in the beginning. And while he was doing it, it was the feeling is weird because we had a core friend group. And when you're a content creator, there's different personalities, there's different people that's going to be around constantly, especially during the gaming space. And not all the time you might not get along with those people, so there will be times where like I will want to play the games, I will want to do this, but there'll be people around that are just so annoying. and you can't get into it with them because now your friend's a content creator. He's trying to make content. This is his job. He got to deal. His job is to deal with that. You can't just go. You just can't get mad and start cussing out. Cussing out or going back and forth with people. It ruins the stream. It ruins the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, I would I would kind of distance myself. And then in certain days I would be like, yeah, I'll go and play. And one thing I will say is, there's almost I felt like it was a responsibility, like, if I'm not on, there was times where I felt real bad because, I'm working hella hard, working crazy hours. And then I come home, I'm knocked out, I'm not available for streams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for, I can't speak how he was feeling, around that time, because there's other, of course, he got other people to play with, but as a core friend that grew up, not grew up, but that knows him personally, like, there were times where I'm just like, yo, bro, we can joke about it, but, I really do feel bad. You know what I'm saying? So, there was those feelings in the beginning. Then when he quit, it was more so of, you're not fulfilling it's like it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like LeBron not wanting to play basketball. It's like someone that, be like, bro, this is your passion. Like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? But again, everyone deals with their own things in life. So I knew whatever he was going through, he was gonna come back and do what he's doing now. It was just a matter of time and waiting. So yeah.
Yeah, I know. I feel like if I was doing the amount of stuff I'm doing now back then, it would have been worse as far as like the
you got a better format now. You got a better
I'm doing way more too, but like for example, I think like because even back then, like we would still just play games off stream, still like get on the game, chop it up, even when I was like doing stuff. Now, like I don't have time to just like I do it sometimes, but like that's because I'm focused on creating content. I'm not streaming also. When I come back in January, I'll be streaming. But so like
I'm assuming you're saying like you don't have time to just enjoy games. Like
like now, not necessarily. I wouldn't say I don't enjoy games, but I talked about this in the last episode. I specifically only play things that I do enjoy to make it not like a burnout type thing. But what I'm getting at is like I just don't have time to just sit there and play games like we used to. So I feel like like if I'm playing a game, it's for content. And I feel like a lot of the people that I've streamed with are like coming up that weren't content creators. I feel like the playing the game to make the content part is what they didn't like. Because like, for example, if I'm playing 2K, right? If I'm playing 2K and I'm streaming and I'm just sitting in the corner the whole time, not doing anything, like how some people will play the game, who the hell wants to watch that? Like,
exactly.
I kind of have to be the person scoring or passing or dunk. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have to be that guy, whether I want to or not. Because there's some times where, especially 2K now, nigga, I would love just to sit in the corner because every game is competitive now, but no one's going to want to watch that. So, like, I have to be the main guy. And I feel like some of the groups that I played with just didn't understand that. Now, for me, I don't worry about that as much because when I am creating the content, it's just most of the people I'm creating the content with are content creators, so they get it. And it's like, okay, this video or this session is you do the content, blah, blah, blah. Next video is me, and like we it's an understanding. But when you're just playing with people who aren't doing the content stuff, like it becomes a conflict. So I feel like if I was doing the amount of stuff I'm doing now back then, it would have been worse, but I'm glad it's kind of worked out the way it has because I can kind of see how back then, like,
I mean, you also grew
I'm conscious of it,
and plus, it's trial and error.
Yeah,
you've done it you've done it so many times, Paul, that you've you know what works and what doesn't. And one thing he told me that was different was he actually said, like, if I don't stick with it now, I'm not doing it. Like, it's over. I'm not doing it again. I'm gonna do this one last time. I'm actually going to have a. One thing about Rilla is he's used to doing it all by himself. He feels like he's always the smartest person in the room, and he has a tough time taking advice from people because he's normally the guy that gives the advice out. So he's blessed enough to have, to be in this field, to have people that know more than him. Shocking, right? Shocking. So he actually took other people's advice this time, and it paid off. It's funny how that works.
I mean,
it's funny how that works.
I have my reasons for not wanting to do it too, because especially like back then, like a lot of the people, because you gotta remember back then it was probably all 2K.
Yeah,
I wasn't a variety streamer.
To be fair,
it was all 2K. And
just 2K.
Yeah, 2K back then, like that was when people were doing like I exposed this streamer, and like it was all that super toxic stuff. So I didn't even get along with a lot of the other 2K content creators at all, like any of them. So I didn't want to ask them for advice or be around them or anything like that. Really, honestly, what really got me to be more open to it was going to DreamCon. Like DreamCon kind of changed my whole viewpoint on my entire content creation, because then I was physically around these people.
Showed you the potential. Yeah.
Not even that. It was just that I didn't realize or think about how open other people would be to helping or to hear ideas or to just give you knowledge. Yeah. For no reason. Like I would literally go dap somebody up, and y'all can go look at the streams. I would dap somebody up and they giving me the best advice for 15 minutes for no reason, just cause.
I mean, it makes sense because in that field, it's you can give people advice. Most people just ain't gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? It's rarity that someone gives someone advice. You're like, you know what? I'm actually going to utilize
exactly. This. Oh, trust me. Yeah. I'm usually the advice giver, and watching them not use the advice that I was given, they ask for all the time, guys. So trust me, I get that 100%.
So stuff, because sometimes, man, you be surprised. You talk to people in life, and some of the advice you get, it's like, dang, you should have charged for this.
Yeah.
You no, charged with it.
Literally, like
I'm at the point. I'm sure you at a point now where, like, hey, man, you need 30 minutes of my time. I need $20. I need $20 for an hour.
Not even that. Like, again, this is something I talked about in the last episode too. Like now I've gotten to the point where I wouldn't charge anybody, because I've been blessed to not ever be charged for this information.
I'm joking, but I'm
just
saying you could.
What I'm more so mean is I not monetary, but time, yes. So if I feel like the person is not going to take it serious, I'm not going to give them the time of day. Like you have to prove to me in some kind of form or fashion that you're going to actually take it serious for me to like go all out and be trying to help you and do all this stuff, because like every day there's someone who's trying to do something, and it's just like, bro, I could sit here, I could teach you how to edit, I can show you how to do my thumbnails, I can set up your OBS for you, and a week later they're not doing any of the shit you just showed them how to do, and they're upset their stuff's not doing anything. And it's like, bro, I'm doing these things that I'm telling you to do, and it's working for me, so just copy it. And I don't know. Unfortunately, let's say you take 10 people, nine of people gonna be like that. They're not gonna take it serious. It's that one person that will.
It just takes that one. And that's it's worth it after that. That exactly. One person listen.
And that's why, like, even
right, cool.
Even that, like, because again, I'm not the biggest creator, none of that stuff, but like even the small bits of stuff that I get that work, like I try, and that's why I have this podcast. That's why I make the clips. That's why I do the streamer tips and stuff, because if it's worked for me, I want to help other people. Like maybe that one thing helps take them to the next level or whatever. So I try and do that as much as I can, but I also don't. Time is money. Time is money, 100%. So I can't be just wasting time.
You're a busy man, man. You're a busy man. So
guess what I'm finna. You know what I'm finna do right after this? Record and edit, nigga.
You know what I'm about to do after this?
Sleep.
Yep. You ain't lying, bro. It's heavy season.
So we are gonna go to this is my favorite part of the podcast every time. We're gonna talk.
What?
We're gonna go over the questions from the R.O.O crew community. If you guys ever like to submit questions, you guys can join my Discord. There is a question and answer section in the Discord. And if you don't want to do it that way, if you want to do it anonymously, you can email them to me. It is realisworldquestions@gmail.com. And if you want to shout out, put your socials with the thing and I'll shout you out. If you want to be anonymous and you just send the email, I will not say the name or whatever, to keep it anonymous. All these questions did not have a social, so I'm assuming they want to be anonymous. So I ain't got the names on the screen. So we're gonna start with the first question. This one actually came from the Discord. And I'm pretty sure this person did want to shout out, but they ain't put the name, so I ain't gonna do it because we gotta follow the rules. Nah, we gotta follow rules. We gotta follow rules around here. Because they also maybe they didn't. I don't know. But the first question. I don't know why people don't believe this about me, but this is for you, specifically you. I'm not going to answer this. Is G really the same off camera as he is on camera?
The exact same. There's no difference. There's no difference. See how fast I answered that? There is no difference, bro. What you see on camera, it's all the same. There's no not putting on the act. He's not putting on the act. To say, he's a know-it-all and on camera. He's a know-it-all off camera. He's an asshole on camera. He's an asshole off camera. He's a good guy on camera. He's a good guy on camera. It's all the same.
I try to tell people that's the reason why like streaming is so easy for me, is because there is no act. Like literally, if I was just playing 2K, not streaming it, I'd be talking the same shit on the mic for no reason, just to do it. Like that's just funny. That's part of it.
The only thing that's different is he's toning. I think we grew like I wouldn't say controversy, but like he's a lot nicer. I will say that he's a lot nicer than before. So to you guys at least, also, not to his IRL friends.
I'm nice to y'all sometimes.
Yo, should I talk about what happened off camera before we started this?
Go ahead. What I do?
No, I'm leaving.
No, say it. Go ahead. This the Realest World podcast. You gotta be real. What happened,
bro? This man, bro. I told this man like, hey, I want to chill at a park to do the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Get a good atmosphere. Get a good atmosphere. So I can get a place where I can clear my head. He's like, yeah, man, go ahead and do that. And then I do that. And now I don't have connection. I don't have connection to the podcast. So he chews me out for 20, 30 minutes. That's crazy.
This nigga's lying, partially. I did chew him out for 20, 30 minutes. However, I never told him to go to a park. Who the hell thinks to themselves, let me do a podcast in the car at a park when I already have bad cell phone connection? Y'all didn't see it because I'm edited out, but he lost connection at home about 5 minutes ago. So why would he go to a park?
Yeah,
I understand the thought process,
20, 30 minutes.
but it wasn't going to work.
It
is what it is. All right, next question.
You notice this dynamic is like Pinky in the Brain.
Literally.
Pinky in the Brain.
Except for it's kind of flipped because, I'm taller than you, by a lot.
Bro, by 1 inch.
All right, little guy.
1 inch taller than me.
Doesn't matter, I'm taller.
You got it, bro. You got it. I learned to accept that I'm short. It is what it is.
All right, little guy. How's the weather? Anyway, next question. Damn, no one wrote questions for me. I just realized they're all for you. That's kind of messed up, but it is what it is.
So,
next question. What's one thing... Before I ask this question,
what?
I'm okay with you. It does not matter what you say. I don't care. You can say whatever you want to say before I ask the question. What's one thing about the community... What's one thing the community doesn't know about him that only an IRL friend would know?
Something that his community doesn't know. I mean, do you want me?
I don't care.
You say that's cool?
I don't care.
Let's see.
I feel like it's also gonna be harder than you think because I'm pretty open about most stuff.
One thing about him is, like I said, very smart, very methodical on what he think. And very loyal, but when it comes to women that really got his attention, all that shit go out the window. All that shit go out the window. That's all I'm gonna say. I know he ain't on these stream chats, he ain't a freaky demon, but
some would probably disagree, but I can't lie. Yeah, I've gotten better over the years. But
way over the years.
Yeah, like yesterday. But
yo,
I will agree. I can agree with
crazy.
that. I cannot
this
deny
dude crazy.
Yeah. I will throw all caution to the wind.
But on a serious tip, let's see. Well, ask the question again. Something that the community doesn't know
that only an IRL friend would know.
What's an interesting one? For a long time, I thought he was half white. Remember that? Like I thought.
Oh yeah.
You were mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was mixed. But I remember I asked him a question about his grandfather, and it was just like a throwaway question,
regular question.
And yeah, and he was like, no one's ever asked me about my grandfather. I don't even know who he is. I'm like, bro, what? For what was that? 2 years ago. So for 28 years, as smart as this guy is, he never knew his freaking biology and who he comes from.
Literally, because even on my dad's side, my dad's dad passed away when he was young, so I obviously never met him. And then honestly, I forget the story at this point, but I never met my grandfather on my mom's side. I grew up with my great grandfather and my great grandmother and my regular grandmother. So my great grandfather was my grandfather per se, but I never thought about until you asked. I never thought about it because that was my grandfather, but technically he's not. That's my great grandfather. And then when she said it, I was like,
it was sad and cool at the same time because I was like, he was like, yo, no one's ever asked me about my grandpa. I was like, bro, what?
Yeah,
what you talking about?
I found out a lot of stuff about our family that I did not know about. Yeah. Nothing bad, but I found
there's not a lot you guys, there's, of course, everyone got personal lives that, they don't want out in the world, but it's not really a lot to really, he's an open book. So yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I always tell people. For me, as long as it doesn't affect another person, I don't give a damn. I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
As long as I'm ready to speak about it, I'll speak on it. The only time I don't talk about stuff is if it involves a person that I cannot ask for permission to tell the story. So it's the only time I don't.
Now, there's a lot of stories I want to tell y'all, but unless you ask them, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Exactly. Yeah. So maybe one day we'll do a tell-all.
Think of some crazy off-the-wall questions. I'll answer them for you.
We'll do a part 2. I feel like once people see this, they're gonna start asking some crazy ass questions. We'll do a part 2. We'll do a part 2 for sure. All right. I know who wrote this question too. We'll do 2 more. These 2 should be pretty quick.
Okay.
How have you been able to deal with G-Rilla's trash talk over all these years?
I've been able to deal with it. Yeah, oh my goodness. Remember I said earlier that there's a lot of things behind the scenes that he doesn't know about that I've been I've had to freaking calm down. Bro, this dude, man, how I deal with it is it's not the healthiest way. Where I try to beat him to the punch sometimes. I'll go answer
try to 8 Mile me.
Fuck you, bitch. You ain't. It's damn, what the hell? Hello. I gotta is his trash talk. One thing, and I'm gonna give you guys the blueprint to how to beat this guy in video games and how to deal with his trash talk. There's only one way to do it, and that is to get him. So basically, let's say you're playing Madden. He don't remember this, but the last time we played Madden, I beat him. And this is how I beat him. What you don't do is you don't immediately trash talk back. You let him talk. You let him do his thing. Because eventually, he's going to make a mistake and he's going to blame the game. And if you don't say anything, if you're cool, calm, don't say a word, it's going to drive him insane because the game, literally, you know, every game has its own goofy mechanics, and you know, like 2K, you know, 2K will make you do a pass that it doesn't make you want to do. Madden, you know, don't get me started on Madden.
I'm about to say Madden's
And
a whole beast.
if you allow him to frustrate himself, if you're quiet and you allow him to frustrate himself, you will win that game. And he will blame you. He'll blame everything. He will be spiraling. He'll be cussing you out. Just be quiet. Just be cool, calm. It's gonna be hard. Trust me, it's gonna be hard. But just be cool, calm. Let him spiral, and you can win the game. I promise you.
It's funny that you say that because there's two games I'm thinking of particular, not against you. Benny, my guy Benny. Every time I play him, Benny don't talk. He'll talk, getting me. He'll be talkative before we play, but as soon as the game starts, he don't say nothing. And I'll try my hardest to get him to talk.
It'll drive him crazy.
Literally, what happens is some bullshit will happen, and then it is all downhill. And then I posted a video, I did a My Team video, last week, and literally that's exactly what happened. Obviously, I couldn't hear the guy on the mic; he wasn't talking to the mic, and some two bullshit things happened in a row. So then I started blaming the game, it was the game. The game was ass.
Yeah, it was a game.
And then literally, bro, it went from me being up 4. I was up 4 down 20 so quick. It's like I was just getting more and more pissed off.
Yep.
I'm glad you said nah, since I know the blueprint.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, that's really the blueprint.
I can't flip it
because one thing some people like, he needs that, you know, he lives for that back and forth.
Yes.
So if you take the Tim Duncan approach, like, he would hate Tim Duncan. He probably want to kill Tim Duncan if he ever played him in real life.
Yeah.
Like, that approach works for him.
Yeah.
Now, if he takes the Tim Duncan approach, just quit, because it's a.
If I'm ever dead quiet, that means you piss me off, and I'm literally gonna do everything in my power.
No, I'm talking about Zen Mike.
Oh, Zen Mike.
He was trolling. Yeah,
bro. I don't think
there's certain times in life where Mike is having I don't know if he's having a good or bad. I don't know when he decides to do this, but he will actually flip personalities and actually be the calm one, and you'll play him. He'll be beside you, be like, yo, bro, it's all right, man. You know, go ahead and run to the he'll be giving you advice and being all nice. And bro, it's a mind. I don't know why he doesn't do it more.
I don't think chat's ever seen it. I don't think chat's ever seen Zen Mike.
He's trolling. It was what we call Zen Mike, or Zen, make up a term where instead of the trash talking a-hole, y'all know, when he gets Zen and everybody's family type vibe. Just quit, because it's going to drive you nuts. I think I lost by 30. I don't never get blown out of Madden. But I turn into the raging lunatic.
I know specifically one 2K game specifically. I think it might have been one of the last times we've played head-to-head 2K. And it was at the apartment we moved into, and then I left. It was at that apartment. Yeah, one of those in-person ones. And yeah, it was rough. It was rough. Even after the game, I was like, good job. Last question. This one actually I can answer. And it's funny we've been talking about trash talk.
Don't answer.
If your younger selves watched you two now, what would they roast you the hardest for? I already know. Me.
Oh, should I start?
Yeah, you go first.
I'll probably roast me for giving this man any compliments. I promise you, this is the most compliments I ever given him in 10 years.
Yes, and it's recorded, and I will play this back and listen to it.
Like, you bitch ass motherfucker, why are you being nice to this nigga? This is when this camera turns off, I might throw up. I don't lie to you. I might literally throw.
For me,
throw up at me.
I know 100% my younger self would roast me for having no hoes, bro. I guarantee. People be thinking I'm joking. I've been so locked in these last year at this point. It's going December.
Yeah, man.
And also,
bro, yeah.
I'm in Texas.
If you was around during the Camaro era of this dude,
I don't talk to nobody. So I know good and damn well my youngest son would be like, nigga ain't got no bitches.
Hey, if y'all want some crazy, look, I'm trying to tell you, think of some off the wall crazy stories. Yo, I got them for you. I promise you.
This is
These are
the
kinda
podcast.
lame.
This is the podcast where we do it.
This is the politically correct. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm starting. It's my first time doing this, so I'm my storytelling could use some work. But I promise you, if you give me a crazy question about him, I promise you, I got you. It's gonna be hilarious.
Bet. And again, I'm so cool. You guys can act literally, again, as long as it don't involve anybody else, I do not care. Or we can even blank out names and talk about it. I do not care. I'm very open.
Yeah, just blank out names. That way we can just freaking talk.
So that'll be a part 2 for sure. But
yep,
that is gonna do it for this episode of Rilla's World Podcast. Again, appreciate you for joining me. Being the first guest. You're the inaugural guest. Before we close out, do you have anything you want to shout out? Anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you want to get off your chest? Time is yours.
I started a new page on Instagram. It's Quattro J96 QUA. Bro, how you spell Quattro, bro?
QUATTRO?
TTRO? Yeah, Quattro J96 on Instagram. I'll be posting my new car. I just bought a S3 and I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, let's clap it up for this nigga, bro.
Yeah.
He got his big boy car.
Graduated from a Corolla.
I'm saying, bro, he been driving this Corolla with that funky ass Eagles thing on the front for years, bro.
Since Kroger.
He got himself a big boy car, you know. Young black people, we doing the things that we want to do. Let's congratulate.
Not to brag, but just work. Like we said, man, just work hard, be smart, stay away from the dumb shit in life, drugs, alcohol. You know, I mean, I wouldn't say alcohol because I understand in moderation. You know what I'm saying? But me, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I'm boring. But you know, I'm enjoying life right now, man.
And I'll have him send me a link, so I'll put up the stuff in the link will be in the description. I'll have it on the screen. Go check him out. Everyone go show some love. Again, drop those questions. I don't know when we'll do the next episode. We will do one. Maybe we'll have to. We might plan something. It might have to be for either when I first get to Georgia. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, just accumulate questions over time. Yeah. That way we got a long list to go over.
We'll go through. But that's the end of this episode. Sir. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. We're out of here.
Peace, people.
Wait. Hold on.
What?
Got one more thing to say. Hold on. I've been waiting to say this.
Don't.
Those of you who don't know, we're in a fantasy league. And this is my first time in a very long time doing fantasy. And this man right here is a commissioner. And if you check your app, I'm winning this week again, which officially means I have swept you. Oh, don't worry, brother. Jackson Dart ain't doing nothing. Wandale Donaldson ain't doing nothing.
I'm about to get off. Hold on. I gotta check this.
Oh, you're getting cooked, buddy. I swept you.
No, there's no way. There
is a way. Go look, buddy.
There's no way.
You got swept this season.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
14, 1 touchdown, 1, 2. Bro, what?
Unless they go crazy in the next 8 minutes and 46 seconds, my brother, you got swept by your boy.
Bro, you act like I don't have 8 minutes left. 7 for 8, 34. Bro, how you get 7 for 8 for 34 yards? Bro, what? These 2-yard drops?
Hey,
bro,
buddy.
7 for 8 for 34 yards? Are you serious?
You know, it was real fun. I love being the second seed in this league. You know, I just hope you don't lose to Terrell next week, too. I just hope you can, beat him at least, because you may beat me.
I cannot believe this, bro.
But no, that's going to do it. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We're out of here. We'll see y'all next time.